If you still have doubts about whether there is life after death, watch other videos we already have on the channel. In this video, we will start with the certainty that there is life after the death of the body, but we will ponder on answers to the following questions. When does this new life begin? Do we have to wait for some celestial event, or is the transformation immediate? Where will we go? What is the spiritual world like? What will we see? What will we feel? What will we do? In short, what is life like after death? I appreciate your company and kindly ask that you subscribe and hit the like button at the end of the video if you enjoyed it, as this is how you can support the channel. Thank you very much. Life after death is not purely a spiritualistic concept. The vast majority of religions in the United States and around the world profess that death is not the end of everything and that there is something beyond. However, religions often disagree on the moment when we continue our journey and what we will find in life after the death of the body. The most propagated religious concepts state that life after death will occur after the final judgment, when the dead resurrect and come back to life. Contemplating heaven, and praising God, or suffering in hell, according to the judgment that will be made. Many believe that we will remain asleep while we await judgment. But this is not the case in spiritualistic and spiritist concepts. It is known that the death of the body is just a transformation, and life continues in abundance. Our life continues, now on a new plane, the spiritual world, which is the true life. What dies is only the physical body, and we are not it. Our essence survives because we are immortal spirits. Despite being very grateful for our physical body, which is quite useful on our journey, in death we will leave it behind, feeling liberated, like birds that live trapped in domestic cages. But you may ask me, how can I assert this if I haven't died yet? What are my grounds for describing this view of death? Various peoples and religions have sacred books and base their views on life after death on what is written there. Hence, some controversies arise because many read the same words and come to different conclusions, and each believes to possess the truth. But what I am doing here is not exposing my interpretation of some sacred book. I base my words about death on the reports of those who have already experienced it. We are all spirits, some still in the physical body, others already liberated, but all following our lives. Throughout all times, communications between the two planes have occurred, and news from the spiritual life was brought to us still in the body. The nomenclatures changed, concepts improved, understanding evolved, and communication became clearer. It is from these reports that we can glimpse what life is like after death. Or if you prefer, what life is like after life, since death does not exist. So, according to the reports of the spirits who return and tell us what they found in the spiritual world, let's see what life is like after death. We will describe a general overview with broader concepts, as spiritual life will develop differently for each spirit. It can be more beautiful and happy, depending on the level of evolution the spirit is at, their emotional state, and how their life was while in the body. There are no abrupt transformations. We will continue to be the same as we are now, or when we leave the physical body, and life continues in the most linear way we can imagine because we will maintain our qualities and also our flaws, leading us to live in a place that aligns with who we are. Let's think then about the broadest possible panorama, consistent with the level of evolution of many of us, imagining ourselves as spirits still at the beginning of evolution but trying to move forward without getting entangled in the traps of extreme evil. Just as we will remain the same, life in the spiritual world has similarities to physical life, causing impressed expressions in newcomers. They feel alive, see other spirits with a perfect human form, know cities with imposing organized material constructions and a command hierarchy. Work does not cease, on the contrary, it is necessary and continues to dignify the being. However, work for those spirits beginning to awaken to spiritual truths will be enjoyable, unlike the laborious work commonly found in the world of the incarnated. In the spiritual world, it is not only possible but a duty to continue studying and acquiring new knowledge. There are libraries with books known and unknown on earth, and great instructors, true teachers who assist us. There is technology much more advanced than what we know here. Duties are not only obligations but also entertainment. Living museums that not only visually evoke a certain period of history but allow us to walk through distant places in time, living and feeling the environment. Have you ever imagined what it would be like to walk the streets where Jesus walked, and feel that atmosphere? There is music and art, much more beautiful. Spirits can have a home among other residences, living in neighborhoods of enormous cities. There are trees and flowers with colors we do not know. Animals, many of them without replicas on earth. Sources of clear and energized water. Everything more beautiful and concrete than clouds and angels from the imagination. Everything we find in physical life on earth is a copy of what we find in the spiritual world, but not everything in the spiritual world can be seen here on earth. So, there is nothing to fear. God's creation is continuous and exuberant. Let's live our physical lives without haste, and in the best way we can, knowing that we are spirits passing through a school world, that will teach us to grow and return to the spiritual world in the best possible way. And what awaits us is the continuation of life, the true life, for we are immortal spirits. Thank you for staying until the end. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button to help spread good words and positive energy. I hope to see you in the next video, God willing.